Morning, guys. It is the day to be with family and stuff. I like to do videos prior just so that I have them in my stock to share with you all. But it is actually December 25th. I'm just getting ready to head over to Mom's again. We were there yesterday enjoying it. So yeah, getting a lot of success here. Just a sec. With my little, this will be volume 3 of the mini stand mount. So when I say mini, I kind of mean 12 inches tall and down, pretty small. I know they're smaller out there, but to me, that's a mini. When you start getting up to 15 and above, that's going to pressurize a larger room. Just the cabinet volume. There's no way around it. So, the last two have been interesting. They were excellent speakers. Absolutely excellent. They can be a reference speaker if that's where someone listens to their music, right? In a very, very small space. Or you can add subs. That's not my recommendation, but I got nothing against them. Like I always say, if you can't find a speaker that can do all of those things from low frequency to high, because they're out there, then I don't know, what's the use, right? I can see for movies and things like that, you want the floor to shake for the explosions and stuff. But anyways, I hope all of you are having a good time with your loved ones, because this is, like I say, we never know what can happen. Gotta be grateful for breathing on a daily basis, and just like every day. It's easy to forget, we as human beings really take a lot of things for granted, Now that I'm getting up, I know it's not old, but I'm 54 and a half, 55 in April. Feel good, especially with the kind of work that I do, but, I'm more noticing just got to take care of the mental state more, and, because a lot more things start coming into the mind at this age, where we start to think of the future, what that looks like, right? So, well, this is another speaker that probably would have remained here, and the only reason it didn't is I'll get to that in a minute. But, only a few mini stand mounts have really touched me that have come through in the last 25 years, and this is another one. And I think for my kind of listening, it's probably tops all these, and that's going to be the Dali Minute SE. Not just the Minute, but the SE version. And I'm a big fan of Dali as speakers. I think they're not overpriced. The price point's really, really good. Any of the higher end versions are all made in Denmark, like Dyn Audio, which I just wasn't a fan of. I think they're overpriced for what they are. But not Dali. These are really, really small speakers. And when I brought them from that room over to this room, they actually still pressurized the room. Like, I could feel the bass. And these drivers are, I think they're 5-inch. I think they're 5-inch wood cones. I love their drivers. It's all proprietary, made in-house. I forget what some other inexperienced guy came on years ago, because I had done a review a long, long time ago, but this is a refresh because I have a lot more followers now, and I'm able to, I want to bring it to people again because it's something that I feel is important. It's a speaker that you can't go wrong with. Yeah, those are proprietary drivers built in-house, both tweeter and woofer. So they were mind-blowing. For my kind of listening and even filling a bigger space, those speakers would suffice. They were superb at rock and roll. The tweeter is absolutely massive on these little guys. I think it's 1.5 inches. You can clearly see it, just how big the tweeter is on the speaker. But I was just blown away at just the scale that these little guys can produce, like from a 5-inch driver, right? Same size driver as the roll's a little bit smaller. The roll's going to be a little bit more refined on the top, guys. Believe it or not, that thing is just such a mind-blowing speaker. But it just doesn't do in the low end it sacrifices what the Dali can do. And the Dali is a small speaker. It's beautifully built. I enjoyed it. For me, guys, aesthetics, they matter so much. then if it's not good enough, they're going to be sold. They're going to be out of here because I'm looking at them. And it starts to eat away at me. Oh, I can deal with these looks. I can deal with these looks. And then usually your first thought, like when relating to a purchase, before your squirrel brain starts to go all around, it's usually the right one. It's usually the right one, you know. So once I brought them in and saw that shiny, I hate that look. I don't like the burl look on the wood. And I don't like the way they put the silver in there with the brown. And I hated the way the tweeter had, it looks like a Captain Nemo submarine with the big bolts going around the tweeter. Like it stood out too much. Like I'm a less is more aesthetic kind of guy. I just think they got it wrong there. And it sucks because it performs so well. It's an absolutely superb speaker. I recommend it for any of you where aesthetics is not really, it's not a huge deal because they're not ugly. They're just not, they just didn't do it for me, guys. I hated the shine. I hated the silver thrown in with and the color of that shine wood. It's kind of like a poopy brown. I know I'm being hard on it, but I'm just being honest with y'all, right? You'll see the picture. You know, the picture is just something I add, you know, to bring people to the videos there, but performance-wise, it's right up there. The top 3 that I've ever heard, including even some stand mounts that are bigger than that. So I'm going to be getting into those later. I still have a couple more to share. Volume 4 will be coming. This is volume 3. So I'm trying to do these every day. And it's easy for me. I don't stay up at night losing sleep on what I'm going to do here. Yeah, the production's not there, and I don't have all the glitzy effects. But you know what? This last video's got almost 1,000 views in a day. If I can keep doing that, I'm good, man. That makes me happy, you know. Kind of like the 1,000. That's my magic number. And I really don't even care if 200 watch it because I know you're out there. There's about 1,200 of you out there. And yeah, I changed the handle, audio shrink. That's supposed to be somewhat humor, but there is some truth to it because I am here to help in that way, right? Emotional, on the emotional side of hi-fi. And I know there's guys out there that I can help. They're suffering, man. They're suffering. And that goddamn Rolodex. It's awful place to be. But yeah, Dali Minute SE. I don't know. I think they're still available. They got the normal Minute. That's probably just superb too. But the SE has there's a better crossover in there. There's a few little extra things added, right? So that's going to be volume 3. I want you guys to have a wicked Christmas, you know. At the end of the day, it's for the kids. If you got kids, spoil them. You know, I don't have kids, but I know I would, you know. So love y'all and Merry Christmas. Hey, like and subscribe. It motivates me, right? I'm going to keep bringing the content. Take care, guys.